That's a beautiful summit, man, and very exciting. Maybe a little too exciting. All right, there's Mount Gould. Mount Gould with its summit pinnacle, which I imagine is going to be trouble. We shall see. Hey everybody, welcome to Onion Valley, California. It's Andy. I am on my way to Dragon Peak and then Mount Gould, if all goes according to plan, which it usually doesn't. I'm kind of catching and losing this trail repeatedly. It's not that well maintained. It's also on what I would call the wrong side of the drainage in kind of a weird spot. So it's not where you expect it to be, given that eventually I'm going to want to cross to the north. Hey, we're somewhere. And I think that's the drainage I need to go up over there. And I don't know where this trail goes. This trail, I have lots of thoughts about this trail. But I'm probably going to be going that way, no matter what the trail does at this point. Assuming I can find it, which I probably can't. Oh, pretty. I like this. This is easy. Huh. That looks like a trail. Back on the trail. I'm sure it will be temporary. But we should punch up here pretty soon and get some views of our first destination. Lily Pass, standard route up to Kearsarge Peak. And look what we have here. We got some water. And we will definitely refill here. Once again, oh, there's the trail. Apparently the trail is on the north side here. All right. Let's admire the view. Ooh, ooh, water. there's another lake. Well, maybe I'll drink some more water. Ooh, that's a mighty fine view. So that's our ascent route. I'm dead ahead to the left side of Dragon Peak. It looks big, doesn't it? All right, we're starting up. This will be the climb part of the climb. What do you think? You see something you like? For me, it's looking like right up the middle. Maybe slightly leftish. Well, I'm always happy to see snow, even though it's usually kind of a pain in the ass to walk on, unless you've got ski boots. We are taking it on faith that a class 3 passage is going to appear through that head wall, as it looks pretty stout from here. I have to say, so far the talus has been pretty well behaved, at least by my standards. Not too loose, not too chunky. Been fairly easy getting up here, so I'm happy about that. Of course, I may have spoken too soon. Here's looking down the South Chute, and here's looking up. Definitely a little loose in here. Oh, probably what we're gonna want to do here is go left, I think. Don't really know. Looks like a variety of options. Could probably traverse over that. Could also probably traverse over that. Okay, I don't think you're supposed to go the way I just went, but I'm not really sure. It was a little bit climbier than maybe it's supposed to be, but who knows? I went left. Maybe you're supposed to go right. This feels loose. I don't think I want to be there. Let's get back over here. Yeah, just one big pile of rock here. I think we're on the ridge. Yes, we are. Ooh, beautiful. And I bet that's the summit. I see a cairn right there. Unfortunately, I don't really know where I'm supposed to go. One of those is Dragon Peak. I am not sure which. It'd be helpful if I knew which one. I think I was supposed to come up over here because I see cairns. That looks pretty straightforward. Huh. Well, I did not come up that way. It's a fairly rambunctious ridge, I would say, for sure. All right, this looks quite a bit more civilized. Looks like we could traverse over there or go up there. And I don't know which way is the preferred route. Up we go. You know what? This might be it. I think I'm where I'm supposed to be. I think. Even though that looks kind of horrible. I think we traverse at this point, try to kind of stay at about this elevation. That's lower there. I see a rappel sling up there. Huh. Okay. So that wasn't the summit right there, I'm glad to say. Although it certainly looks like a worthy destination. But not today, not alone. Nope. We are attempting to find a class 3 route. Doable so far. Yeah, I would call this class 3 so far. I'm definitely entering into the realm of exposure, but it's near exposure, not active. Alright. Exciting. Question is, where do you do your traverse? Maybe a little higher? Let's try a little higher. I think I'm supposed to be over there. Let's go over there, see what happens. Let's give it a try. What's the worst that could happen? Okay. And then, I mean, you can see that. There's a sling. The question is, where do we get up there? Or do we get up there? Maybe we don't get up there. Okay. I'm at the rat sling. And I did not film myself going across the exciting section. because it was a little too exciting. But in the meantime, I believe we have topped out Dragon Peak. 12,995 feet. 5 feet shy of 13,000 feet. I'll just lift up a bit here. Wow. Cool. So that's Mount Gould, straight in front of us with that little spiky thing on its summit. That's probably going to be trouble. And I apparently am going to traverse this ridge. Well, there it is anyway. That is your, I will say, not class 3 traverse. I think that's an abuse of the rating, honestly. Yeah, trivial climbing, but more than enough exposure to warrant a class 4, in my opinion, as evidenced by the fact that I chose not to film any of it. All right, let's deal with this ridge. Yeah, and one more look at it. What do we call that? The south face? Maybe that's the south face of Dragon Peak. And I'm on the much more reasonable traverse part now. Yes, more reasonable, the operative word there. I see comforting footsteps of my fellow travelers. I suppose I could have done a better job of filming that, but it would have been good to have another person along. For camera purposes, of course. You're definitely thinking this would be a great route to bring along someone who knows the way. It seems like a good idea. Otherwise, there's quite a lot of little challenging route finding involved in navigating this ridge. So I am kind of leveraging my climbing ability a little bit here, I should be honest. This is probably something that would make you unhappy unless you're pretty comfortable on class 3 and maybe even class 4 terrain. Maybe they should have called it Stegosaurus Peak. Let's see if we can see where I ascended. Not super obvious how you're supposed to gain the ridge. All right, we'll have to check the book, because I don't know. All right. I think I passed the hardest part of the ridge. I think. Unless I'm horribly mistaken. We'll see. Whew. All right. That's a beautiful summit. Man. And very exciting. Maybe a little too exciting. All right. There's Mount Gould. Mount Gould with its summit pinnacle, which I imagine is going to be trouble. So the verdict is, if you want trouble, stay on top of the ridge. And if you want easier ground, pass to the east of the ridge, which is where I am now. Although it was kind of fun up there. Well, after a long and sandy traverse, we are now on Mount Gould's North Ridge. Looks kind of blocky up ahead, but should get up there without too much difficulty, and then we'll investigate that summit block, see how much trouble it's going to be. Not be surprised if that shuts me down. I don't know, just looking at it. Has the look of a no-go. At this point in the day, we'll see. Well, what do you think? Looks like trouble, doesn't it? Looks like trouble to me. Looks like trouble. Huh. Wow. Fantastic views up here, even with the wildfire smoke. Let it be known, there are some amazing views from the summit of Mount Gould. Is this it? I think that's it. That looks pretty doable, actually. All right, let's see. Worst part of this might be getting over there. All right, top of Mount Gould, top of the summit block. You know, to me, that was quite a bit less terrifying than Dragon Peak. John Muir Trail is out there. The very, very impressive Southern Sierra with University Peak kind of dominating the view right in front of us. And I think that's Center Peak. It's either Center or Junction Peak. I can never keep them straight. And on the horizon, the pointy thing, I believe that's Mount Tyndall. There's your Kearsarge view, Kearsarge Peak. We are 13,015 feet, I believe. 15. Good deal. All right. I'm gonna shimmy off of this thing and get myself back home. It's time. It's a good day. 2 Sierra summits for the price of one. Both very, very ambitious and exciting. All right, let's get out of here.